traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies. It's like super humid, so this is about done. Like when I woke up this morning, I had to pin this back because like it was like doing this little flip thing, which on some people looks good. On me, looks bad. So let's just get into it. I don't know, wait, hold on. Let me see what decks we're using. Okay, this one and this one. This one. Not that one, this one. Oh, and this one. A lot of decks today. Okay, so then we are going to start our layering process with angel answers. I was at an event earlier, but it was so freezing. Like I stayed, it was like pretty much almost a 3-hour event. And I wanted to stay for the whole thing. It was too cold. I was dying. So when we took a break, I was just like, I'm going to get coffee and I am going home. Because I can't. It was like so bad. Because like it started off like kind of okay. And then like progressively, I just started like shaking. Looked like I was having a seizure. Okay. Yes. So I wonder what's going on. Again, have nothing channeled. Oh wait, something was trying to come. Yo, this is weird. I don't know. I think I'm getting my signals crossed, but I'm getting a combination of Speed Demon and like kind of like, I don't know this song, but it's like the song that's like, you don't know that you had a good thing till it's gone. That is a song, but I don't know how it goes. I just know that there's like a famous line, like, you don't know a good thing till it's gone. Speed Demon is like that Michael Jackson, like, Speed Demon, you're the best and wonder. Like, it's awesome. It's a complete, but I don't know that like, ooh. Okay, so under the deck energy, there's something better in the near future, big happy changes. And then this also seems relevant. Peaceful resolution a year from now. I don't think there's any conflict here. It's just that if we're dealing, even if it's big happy changes, right? Big changes still mean like upheaval. And so that can create like tension, right? So like everything's going to go okay. This is likely going to elapse over the course of the year. And we also have listen to your intuition and trust. So if these sorts of energies start developing for you, try not to stress out too much. There's also a slight romance thing going on here, like maybe a relationship thing, where either you're going to have to be compromising with another person if it's not romance, or like maybe a relationship that you thought was over can be recovered if you really want to. It seems like a side message, to be honest, because if this was a heavy romance reading, usually they would get me to take the Final Rose Tarot out, and haven't been. Was not directed to. So we'll see if any of that's true, and if like, oh, well, so Speed Demon. So something fast incoming, and then the little side message, because it all seemed muddled up together. You don't know a good thing till it's gone. It might be some sort of past relationship, but that seems like not the main message. It seems like something that could happen or occur during the course of whatever the Speed Demon thing is. I would guess Speed Demon is really just like maybe like fast tracked for something, or it's fast moving incoming energy, because we said it's in the near future, big happy changes, there's something better. Speed Demon, you're the best and I don't even know what he's saying right there. You please in the you're the law, you're the I have no idea. Like, I rock out to that song so much, but I'm just like, la, la, la. I don't know what he's saying. What is this? Oh, it looks like, whoa. This seems like outside of y'all, to be honest. It seems like someone is simultaneously happy that their marriage, or like this is probably a marriage. Somebody seems simultaneously like happy or relieved that a marriage is over. They're also in despair. Like here it was adjudication and gift. Like you're relieved when court proceedings are over, right? But also, even if you are mutually in agreement that the marriage should be over, there's upset with that, okay? Like, I'm sure there are some people who don't feel that way, but usually, you know, even when something goes wrong or ends up not being for the best, at the outset, two people loved each other, okay? So, whatever. And then we also have unexpected income and coffin. This could be referring to like a material situation being unexpectedly resurrected. It could tie into that like romance thing, but also this could be someone also, and it would be this person who's having the divorce, okay? This person's going through a lot right now. They also might be getting unexpected income from a death in the family. And whoever this person is, they are concerned about another person, likely a friend, family member, or romantic partner that they want to, it's a romantic partner, that they want to get to for courtship. It seems like there's going to be some contact, maybe at first, because I feel like somebody wants to like place hold someone. They want to like get their foot in the door to make sure that they can like talk to somebody like before the dust has settled, essentially. Because like they can't get to that person right now due to all this other stuff. Yep, someone's imprisoned. You living your life like you're the law. I'm gonna have to listen to that after this. And put it on my running playlist. Oh my God, why have I been so stupid? Maybe I'll link it down below, Speed Demon, so y'all can listen to it. Maybe there's a message in there for y'all. Who's old enough to remember Moonwalker? No joke, that was like, I had a VHS copy of Moonwalker, and I was obsessed. I watched it like every single day. I wore that tape out. Adored Michael Jackson when I was little. And I still like his music, it's just, you know, unfortunately. Sad, with this flipped up, we have an adventure on the way, it looks like. Oh, somebody wants something very much, but they are hesitating. They're worried. They're worried about their desire. And I think they're hoping like something just kind of like magically works out here. Oh no, this strikes me because this is like right and vow. This strikes me as someone who like, they're concerned about whatever they want to do. But it's sort of like, the magic that would be going on here is someone going, please God, if you just do this, then I will do this. It's not like very, very structured magic, but look, if somebody has genuine intent on a plea to God, usually that'll be answered in some kind of way. Because right now we have someone stopped from like vow and promise. There's something that like somebody promised someone that they haven't done, or this is just like indicative of this courtship and stuff. Somebody wants to come together with someone, but they're currently stopped. Yeah, this person's been dealing with like a lot of stuff, a lot of conflict, but they are like doggedly determined to get to this other person, like by hook or by crook, right? Oh, so Speed Demon might also be this person like has like a fire lit under them, right? They're trying to come in like a speed demon. There's something going on. There's some legal thing going on. I don't know. Because if I'm right about like the will and everything, or someone dying, that could also be the case. This. So let's get the tower out. And then of course, because I'm the under the deck queen, we will look under the deck and then get to the actual reading. Oh, it's stuck in my head now. It's aggravating. Every so often I go on a kick though, and I will obsessively listen to like Man in the Mirror, Speed Demon, and I know it is the Captain EO song. You're just another part of me. That one. We're sending out our major love, and this is our message to you. Ooh, 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 ooh. You're just another part of me. Do 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 do. Oh, I didn't go into the deck. Actually, no, none of this. I didn't go under the deck for the reason, because we're supposed to just get to the main thing. There's nothing under the deck. This seems like this other person. Yes, like I told you, somebody like prayed. Somebody said something like what I said, like, God, if you could please just do this and this and this, I will do this. And these prayers, like, okay, so prayers like this are especially effective, especially when you're like praying to God, right? Or to angels, especially. Angels, no matter what end of the register that they're on, okay? So if we're talking about high vibrational and low vibrational, or if you want to call something an angel and call something a demon, both of those beings or energies are extremely structured. And God also tends to have a structure. That's why I don't talk about laws. There tends to be guidelines that follow a specific structure, but that structure can be violated under certain conditions, which is why I don't like, no law. But when you are working on God's plan, when you're doing something like that, God's plan tends to involve energetic alignment. When something is violating the energetic order, it tends to not want to stay for very long, or like people will respond to it violently. This is why Jesus was killed, by the way. Why he was always going to be killed, technically, is because Jesus was out of energetic alignment. He was not in alignment with 3D reality, right? He was out of order. And so when something is out of order, it's either going to be placed in order or it will be destroyed. This is why certain things like if you want to talk about a paranormal thing, it's why an angel typically can't just materialize in front of you, like in the 3D. It's not that they can't, it's just that typically there has to be a reason, and also that is a violation of the natural order of God's plan. There are certain ways it tends to go, and that's typically not one of them unless somebody is doing something. Unless somebody is doing very, very strong, like summoning work, or something weird goes on. Because the reason why it doesn't happen is because when that powerful of an energy gets out of order, it doesn't matter if it's high vibrational or low vibrational, it will fuck you up. Like, people aren't equipped to be dealing with angels just materializing in front of them, which is why it tends to be like when it happens, like there are certain forms that are adopted, right? They'll just look like people or whatever, and then they'll just vanish. And those forms are very temporary. It's like a brief encounter, right? Because it's not the direct presence of an angel. It is just that force operating in 3D in the easiest and most effective way that it can to complete a certain goal. The point being is that when someone is trying to place energy into alignment, so that promise, right, that vow, if someone has an unfulfilled promise or a broken vow that was violated, like in an out of order way, right? Like if there was an injustice committed there, that's out of alignment energy. And so if someone has the intention to put that energy back into alignment and they're praying to God or an angel, whatever, or they're, asking an angel to intercede, on their behalf, or a saint, that is typically going to be heard and responded to because it is in accordance with the plan. Are we all on the same page together? Okay. What else am I going to say about that? Is there anything else that needs to be said about that? Which is why people should shut the fuck up about demons, because that's part of the plan, okay? Like, you don't need to worry about it. Energetic alignment. Oh, right. And that's also why, so something like a UFO, right? Or a being of the earth or something like that, that can only materialize for, so like when people are saying like, oh, the UFOs are here and then they're gone because they have like super technology. No, it's because that thing is typically out of order with the current structure of reality that we all agree is, or the majority of us agrees is consensus reality. Which is why whenever I talk about, if you want something like first contact, if you want aliens and UFOs just visible to everybody, the entire structure of our reality or our consensus reality would have to change to allow that thing to manifest in the environment. For enough people, like enough people have to agree, essentially. Enough people have to be sharing the same idea for the actual for the actual energy to move through official channels, right? So scientific channels. Like in order to get the mathing, that structure has to be there first before you get like a permanent manifestation. You have to have enough minds open even to that in order for the structure to change. And with the structure that we currently have, which is changing, it is changing, at least the stuff about like UFOs and things. Until that changes, don't even worry about first contact or whatever, because you can't have that in this system because it's just going to be mocked, okay? That's just all there is to it. Until you change enough minds on that, it's not happening. And also, if you have a problem, the individual work to be done is not like petitioning the government or anything like that. If you want to see an alien, start getting okay with trans people. Start getting okay with other races that aren't your own. If you're a woman and you have significant trauma with men, you would need to work through that trauma and also come to some sort of understanding and acceptance of men in general, even if you're choosing not to incorporate a man back into your life, like in an intimate way or something like that. And it's the same for men with women. You can't expect first contact with aliens if we're walking around going, Black people are this, and Hispanic people are this, and white people are this, and men are this, and women are this, and we hate trans people, and we hate gay people, and we hate non-binary people. It's not compatible. That is not a compatible consensus reality with what you want there. And it goes the same thing with faith practices as well. We need to come to a point where we are okay with people living the lives that they choose to live. If you want to live a heterosexual traditional lifestyle, fine. That's cool. that does not mean we're out here slamming or persecuting people who are choosing to be in polyamory. The only time that we, should ever be criticizing something is if it's doing harm to someone. Like, so if someone's violating someone's sexual health, if someone's hurting an animal or a child, like consent, essentially. But we need to get to a point, like with each other, with faith practices, with everything like that, where we have a mutual understanding, respect, and acceptance, even if we're not choosing to do the thing that you're doing. Then we'll have the aliens. So I need y'all to get on that, because I would like to see that before we die. All right. I would like to see, I know that's like a tall order, right? I would like to see total human liberation before I leave the earth, or at least a significant stride that way, right? True egalitarianism, true, I don't know what it's called when we do races and things like that. You know what I mean? But whatever that is, where we're all like respecting each other and not trying to oppress people and things like that. In my ideal reality, people are all expressing their authenticity and living the exact lives that they want to live without violating the consent of another, which is essentially what Aleister Crowley wanted as well, but he was kind of fucked up about it, is what I'm saying. There was too much, he was still too much of a colonist. Oh, I didn't even read the damn card. This is like the worst reading ever. Okay, so this first column is not y'all. It's someone outside of y'all. We have someone, now that this person has made this prayer. They've made this prayer for energetic alignment. Look for a sign, occupation, fright, and origin. This person, as they are working towards this goal, they're concerned about it, right? They're scared it's not going to work out, this fresh thing that they want, this new start. They have uttered their prayer. Now, God says, look for a sign. Because the energy, that lightning bolt, is symbolic of the energy is about to move. Look for the sign that the energy has moved in accordance with your intention. And that's what's going on for this person right now. God has heard their prayer, and they are waiting for the forces to get into alignment, for the lightning bolt and the miracle to come in. Okay. So, what the hell? Unbeknownst to, this is still not y'all. Unbeknownst to this person's perhaps social circle, family, something, people who they're interacting with, this person has been working on healing themselves so they can come into this partnership. They have been thinking about this. This is what they intend to do, but they've been keeping it a secret. And it might be that people have been helping them, like, unknowing, like they might have been asking people to do things for them, but they don't know, like, the actual reason why. Oh, also the helpful people are angels, right? I told you this person, I swear to you, this person, like, offhand said a prayer, and they don't think, like, I love it when that happens, when people just say stuff offhand, and they don't actually believe that that shit's real, and that it happens, and then it happens. I love a good demonstration. I love a good magical demonstration, okay? So these also could be the forces aligning in this person's favor, because this person's intention is pure. It seems like to me at the moment. And if the intention is pure, these particular forces will align with that. I'm trying to think about how to explain that demonically, because they have the same structure. It's just that, like, demonic forces, I wish people would chill out about the demonic forces, because the only thing, because, like, I don't know, sometimes magicians and stuff will, like, talk about demons as also, like, beings of the earth or chthonic beings, but to me they're completely, like, a demon is not the same thing as that. If we're talking about, like, Judeo-Christian, like, fallen angels and stuff like that, like, a demon is not of the earth, it is under the earth. I mean, yeah, Satan or whatever is king of the earth and prince of the air, but like, there's stuff in Job about him going up and, like, I'm not even getting into the stuff about the cross right now, but I'm just saying Satan is allowed to do that because the way he moves, energetically is he goes back and forth and up and down. And there's a reason, okay, there's like a reason why, okay? So because he can move that way energetically, he is the king of the earth. Because he's keeping very dense structures in place with the support of all these legions of other demons. So the only thing a demon is going to do is God's plan. So I don't know why y'all are upset about demons. I will never understand it. I can understand you being upset about a being of the earth because that's not on God's plan, okay? That's why they're fucked up. And that's why I don't talk about them. But whenever somebody's saying, oh no, it's a demon. First of all, it's probably not a demon. And second of all, demons and angels have rules. They have a very specific structure. So I'm not worried about that. Because as long as I'm not violating that structure, I don't have to worry about a damn demon or a damn angel. Like, I'm just in flow. A being on the earth, on the other hand, that's why people do that for things that are like a vampire, or like they will say like folk, right? The FAE, they don't like the cross. The reason why they don't like the cross is because technically those beings are operating out of alignment. They are outside of God's plan. This is God's plan right here, okay? And then a being of the earth is typically like in this quadrant over here, and vampires are in these lower, all kinds of stuff, all right? But when you do this to like a vampire or a folk or something like that, it's not that they're scared of Jesus. What you are doing to them is you're essentially saying, get back into alignment. You're not allowed to be here because this realm is about God's plan. It's about a specific order. And so that's why they're having that hostile reaction to that, because they're in violation of the order. Okay, anyway, so let's get on to this third column, right? All right, it looks like this person is going to have their chance to move. Like, this is likely their sign, or they have clarity on something. We'll look, okay, because what I have here is meditation brings answers, main male or main person, main active person, yang energy, and adventure. This is the person who is going to be taking the action. Probably once they meditate on their sign, maybe, because it seems like maybe the sign has already happened. I don't know. And then they're going to have the clarity that they need to move forward, because this is like adventurer. Like, I have my sword in hand. I'm ready to fight the fight and go on my little quest here. So what do I want to look at? I'm going to look at the sign and God's little plan here. There's the plan. There's always a plan. I want to look at what, like... Oh, they're saying I don't. I'm right. We have that message correct. The only thing this person is concealing is... Well, no, I do want to know. Why are they doing that? I want to know why they're concealing it. Why aren't they just being forthright with, like, the people in their immediate environment? Seems kind of weird. Seems kind of strange. And then we'll look at their clarity. Because this seems like, I don't know that y'all need any advice. Maybe we'll look at outcome or something, but this just seems like something going on with someone that you know. Oh, so the big happy changes and there's something better. That might have been their sign. All right, they're saying look at it separately. So we'll look at the sign first. What was the sign? And I'm saying was, so that likely already happened. This person's prayer has already been answered. But so anyway... Even though you'll hear me talk scripture and everything else, for the things that just came out of my mouth, I cannot possibly be a Christian because they would burn me as a witch, okay? However, I would be burning saying, why are you booing me when I'm right? I am correct. And also, just to piss everyone off even more, when people get mad about other people comparing themselves to Jesus, we're all supposed to be comparing ourselves to Jesus, because the step that Jesus took is actually a pretty remedial spiritual step. And I haven't even taken it yet, so don't worry about it. I'm doing child's play too. Well, there's the sign. It might have been money. This person might have needed money. Yeah, look. They needed some sort of money here. They might have needed some sort of money to be able to take the choice and action that they wanted to take to communicate with this person. So it might have been unexpected income. Did we have that here? I swear to God, I feel like I saw unexpected income. Maybe it was under the deck? I don't remember. I'm feeling very all over the place today. Is that significant? Yes. Oh, it's because this person is literally, well, like I said, speed demon. Because this is very, I feel like I've drank like 10 cups of coffee and I've only had a couple of sips. Look for it. Oh, there's the sign, because the 4 of Cups looks like on the traditional deck, looks like the cup coming in from out of the blue. There's the sign. It was someone telling this person something. A Queen of Swords told this person something. That was the sign. What'd they tell them? Can we know? I'm curious. Literally what I heard is I'm breaking up with you, and now I have the Wheel of Fortune here. King of Swords under the deck. 5 of Swords. The sign was, I told you this person had a relationship that was ending. So, the sign was death as well. Like, this is over. Well, what's confusing to me, I'm going to ask in a sec. Well, actually, no, we know. So this person kind of eliminated themselves. Like, there was a breakup here. But now what I want to know, so the Hierophant is also representing marriage at this point. And that's also out of alignment stuff. When people are in marriages that aren't working, that's out of alignment. Which is why the whole stuff about, there was like a way divorce and stuff was handled like way back in ancient times. Is very different now, because if you try to keep someone, and that's why the stuff with like men and women had to happen, because if you try to keep someone in a partnership, like against their will, that's not God's plan, babe. The Tao must flow. You can't do that to people. And also, you cannot just break a marital vow. If you stand up, let me tell y'all, don't fuck with marriage is what I'm telling you, because you might get off okay in like the court system, right? But if you stood up and swore something and you are in violation of that energetic vow, God will I'm saying God, it's the energy. You are energetically out of alignment, and when the balance is restored, you will be butt fucked by the angelic and demonic. Well, it's going to be the demonic forces, because in that instance, Satan is in front of you. Satan and demons are part of the natural energetic order. The only problem is when Satan gets in front of you. You only ever want Satan behind you, because when Satan is behind you, they become your advocate and protector in the material world. People can't fuck with you when Satan is behind you. They can only fuck with you when Satan is in front of you. Okay? So my question is, I don't understand why this person just didn't break up with this. Like, if it was a marriage, maybe someone wanted to stay in the marriage. So why did this Queen of Wands have to shift her position in order for this ending to happen? Like, what was going on here? I mean, Queen of Wands. Well, she might have been a Queen of Wands, but she's the Queen of Swords now. I just heard something, but I'm not going to say. She just... What I heard was baby trap, but I don't see that being reflected in the cards right now. I'm gonna go around one more time because like the answer that I'm just getting is that she's done with this person. But it seems like this other person wanted to leave anyway, so I don't understand like why that would have been relevant. There's something on the court system here, y'all. Like this has to have been a marriage. Or somehow these people were tied together legally. There's something about this. Yeah, I know. There's something shady going on here. It seems like, and this is more just me talking, I'm speculating, right? There's something to do with money here. It's like there's money somewhere else. There's money somewhere else and another relationship somewhere else. So this person no longer wants to hang on to this other person. So what might have been going on here is that if this was a marriage, this Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, whatever, might have been like dragging things out in the courts because she didn't want this person to leave specifically due to financial reasons. But now that she has a meal ticket elsewhere, she's like, okay, fine, you can, like, I don't care, you can go. It has nothing to do with her like loving that person. This is specifically about money. So she found someone else who has either comparable or more of what she wants. So she's willing to just break the tie now without like maybe going for this person's pocketbooks. Something like that. Why did the King of Swords not leave this woman before? Oh, he was in love and he had to realize that it was dead. So this person, whoever this person was, actually did care about this other person who's a piece of shit, it looks like. And they had to realize that it's like, no. This person does not care about you. That's the sign. So what does God have to say about this? Oh, there's the sign. The star and the money. The money, yeah. God has to say, well, yeah. Okay, yeah, there's no way this isn't a past person of y'all's. So, like, if there wasn't treachery going on in a very long-term relationship, if God's involved, you were married to this person, most likely. Or it was like an intimate, like certain promises were made that this person violated. What God has to say is to the person who got into this other relationship and like, I don't know, had to realize that like I don't know what went on and we're not getting into it. But the way that they left the prior marriage or other commitment was fucked up in some way. So what God is saying to this person is that you've, like this 5 of Cups, you, like this upset, this has happened because of like the intention. The intentions on this were always fucked. You left behind you a 2 of Cups. This card means a lot of things. This is like a deceit type of thing. This is emotional deceit. This is illusion. And this is also dreams. Part of the sign or signs that this person is experiencing has to do with dreams. This person is getting dreams, likely nightmares about how they behaved in the relationship that is behind them. This Two of Cups and the Five of Cups is behind them. They're now dealing with the Three of Cups, likely because they were dealing with a third party who they did have some affection for. I'm actually going to look at that. And, but it was a delusion, like, and something here was acted on that wasn't real, obviously, if that's who that Queen of Swords was. But the thing is, also unfortunately for this person who violated their vows, the person who they violated is a high priestess under God's order. You violated this. And so this is essentially like a great big deal. So atonement has to be made. That does not mean that like, oh, you have to be with this person or whatever. But what it means is the energy has to be put back in place. And that's going to look a bunch of different ways. It could just look like the person making a true confession and apology to the other person, and the other person receiving and accepting it and then going their separate ways. If there was some sort of, like sometimes like it's not going to work unless there's some sort of compensation made, but that typically goes under the direction of God, under the energy. And the person who has to make atonement will usually know what's going down, because you can't fudge that. You can't fudge it. Like if you feel a twinge, like it's wrong. Like you gotta do something else. So what this third party relationship, like what was happening here? Like this person was in love, but it was a delusion. Can we get any information on that? Because it does seem like, yeah, that like whatever this person thought, like, oh, wow, this person had a lot of feelings for this person. Ooh, Empress. The Sun. Queen of Wands, there she is. For once, not the collective. Queen of Pentacles as well. Oh, but she was she had a bunch of people. Yes, I'm reading that right. This person, whoever y'all's past person thought was like a goddess, was like a whore, a gold-digging whore who was like, at no time in this relationship was this person faithful to this other person. It was all drama based on like who's making the investment. And whoever's not making the investment is getting ghosted. Oh dear. So just to let you know, I was going to say, just to let you know, whatever this person maybe did to you, if this is resonating with you, they got done 10 times worse. 10 times worse. I have to find that passage in the Bible, though, about adultery, because what typically happens with adultery is that only someone who is susceptible to adultery already will be tempted. When the adulterer, if it's a man or a woman who is going to be the third party, comes in, what's going on there is like it's I hate saying spiritual test, but it kind of is. They'll send in the adulterer or the adulteress, right? And if the other party succumbs to the temptation, like that's already demonic interference, because the person who is sending the adulterer is Zaddy Satan, okay? That's low vibrational energy. So what it's doing is they're going like, what's your vibration? Where are you really at? And if they go down, they're going down. I'm yelling timber, okay? And so it's like, I'm trying to talk about this without getting into spiritual vanity, because I really don't like the word like chosen and all of that. But if you have someone who is actually very devoted, it doesn't necessarily have to be God or the Christian God or anything like that. But if you have someone who is very upright, right? Who keeps their promises, who is devoted and stuff like that, and that is not gifted to anyone. okay? And a lot of times before people are like fully awakened to their worth and value, they won't understand that about themselves, their self-worth, what they're actually worth. And so they'll get involved with like more lower vibrational people, and it will end up teaching them a valuable lesson. But I don't like talking about like, oh, well, this was meant to be, because it's not really meant to be, because this other person who was tempted could have made another choice. Like they could have in that moment gone no and become higher vibrational, but they didn't. They became lower vibrational. And so then the judgment, the demonic forces are now going to eat you alive. And what is going to happen is either you will become a demon, you will acclimate to that, and you'll be fine with it, and that's just how you want to operate, or you will be systematically destroyed until you hit rock bottom and then go upward again. That is the point of the demonic forces, okay? They are only ever doing God's work, so please, everyone, stop complaining, because I'm tired of hearing about it. Everybody needs to respect the demons and Satan and all of that, okay? You don't have to worship them or pray to them, obviously not, but like Jesus, like, have some respect. So yeah, this person, what is this? Oh, they were betrayed, and they were just manipulated for their money, okay? Like this. What I'm honestly hearing is that this person was a dope. And, you know, I'm sure that's of no comfort to anyone actually listening to this read. But it's sort of like this person, if we're talking about a spiritual lesson, this person had to be shown what a dope they were and how much they did not see. I would not be surprised if that pride, like I said, pride. This person was prideful. And those people are generally taught lessons. They might not be lessons that they learn, but they'll keep getting the lesson. So yeah, 10 of Swords, 10 of Coins, Magician. That's the only thing. Can I tell you, that Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, targeted this person because she knew they were stupid. So to be honest with you, and I know like probably no one's going to agree with me, she did you a favor. That person did not deserve you. That person deserved her. And I just sit here cackling. So let's move on to, I don't know why they're keeping this a secret. I don't know. Their moves, they're keeping their moves a secret from the people that they know. Oh, and y'all, if you are watching this, because I do bring through reformed past person reads because it is about energetic alignment. I'm never going to sit here and tell you, oh, you have to take, this person is your like, forget that shit, okay? This is more about the read itself. You just hearing this might align the energy for you. And I'm not talking about to manifest this person. This is just about, it's only about the energy. It's not if you ever see this person again. You might not. The read itself might do the job. However, if this person does manifest for you, that's the point. It's just to get the energy right. It's not that you're meant to be with this person. That's not true. That's your free will decision, and you're not going to be punished for like wanting to go be with someone else. Y'all, I don't see anything. Y'all aren't even on the board. If you're listening to this, you are in alignment. Like, you didn't violate anything here. But I would also say to you, because I try and label the reads like X or past person, because I don't want anybody watching a read where past person energy is sprung on them, because watching this read is manifesting. Okay, so if you are claiming to not want your past person to manifest back into your life for whatever reason, you need to stop watching the past person reads, okay? Or watch them until you get your alignment, you get over it, right? You're able to do your grief work, you are validated in what was done to you, this violation. That's what this is for. But you've got to ask yourself also, because if you, like, I see people commenting all the time, it irritates me. If someone hasn't labeled a past person read in the title and it's sprung on you, just immediately click out of the read. Click out of the read, because you're manifesting. And so I don't care if somebody watches an entire read and then they jump into the comments, complain like, I don't want this person, then why don't you click out of the read and go to a new person read and watch that to have new person positivity spoken over you. So this is only for people who still have like some energy to work out here. It's not necessarily that you want this person back, but if you can't work out your own energy just through a read, the more you will pull this person towards you to manifest it in person. Sometimes a physical manifestation is necessary for the alignment. It depends on the extent of the violation. So that's why that would happen. Also, this could, well, I'm feeling the chariot. Well, they're moving quickly and quietly. I don't know. They're just, basically what it seems like is that this person is keeping this a secret so they can do whatever it is that they want to do as expeditiously as possible. They don't want to run into any more conflict from anyone, so they're just shutting their mouth. Oh, I just heard mouth runner. Mouth runner. That was another lesson. Let me look at that. Can we get more information on mouth runner, please? Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. This person is king stupid, king clown, king dope of the mouth. This person, another lesson they had to learn with their little arrogant ass is to not fucking run their mouth. This person ran their mouth to people, likely about all y'all's personal business. And it would have been lies too. Or like lies, like with little bits of truth in them to make this person look good. Like I'm telling you, this person was trash. They didn't deserve you. So like I said, that woman, if it is a woman, did you a favor. That woman was this clown's, king clown's, just rewards. That is what he manifested. And that's another significant lesson, which it looks like this person is following. They have shut the hell up. Because likely them running their mouths about money is also what got them into this situation. I've got a headache and my ears are going out. This is absolutely the case. This person created these problems due to arrogance about some sort of financial status. They ran their arrogant mouths to other people who then targeted them because they saw this person was a weak link and they could just extract the fins. And so it went to the person, I would say, who got this person's dick the hardest, but like this person actually actually loved, this is essentially like someone fell in love with a, and I'm not saying all strippers are awful like gold diggers and everything. Most of them are just running a gig, right? But you know that guy who like is at the strip club thinking like that he's gonna like, that they're supposed to be like wives or something. I've run into that guy who's just like, well, she didn't want to talk to me because I didn't have money and that wasn't nice. And I was like, bitch, you're at a strip club. These women are at work. Nobody cares about you. Put the money down or get out. Like that's essentially what happened here. This person like fell in love with a person who was on demon time, speed demon. They were interested in a transaction, and that would probably be very apparent to any other person, but somehow not this person, because that was likely God's work as well, to be honest with you. Oh, well, no, this person is a dope, or they were a dope. Maybe now they're not. They learned the lesson. Yes, some sort of divine lesson was learned here. Oh dear. So this person, oh my God, whoever y'all are, whoever this was to you, essentially discarded God's gift for like Satan incarnate. That's what happened. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Empress, Queen Gold Digger. Queen Gold Digger, and she had multiple people too. Woo! Oh yeah, multiple people causing stress and like multiple, I kind of respect it. Multiple relationships this person was a third party in. I'm telling you, it's like multiple relationships that this person like interfered with, doing God's work and then piecing out. That's amazing. And don't get it twisted either. That's allowed to go on specifically to fuck up stupid people. To fuck up stupid people with the energy. That's why it's allowed to happen. Yes, this person, I swear to you, no lie, no joke. Not only has this person understood the lesson, they now understand that God exists in some kind of way, right? Because like you don't have to think, like I get so irritated when people are like, oh, you believe in the flying spaghetti monster? Shut up, bitch. Like only someone who has a very childish interpretation of God and the Bible and all of that really thinks it's some dude in the fucking sky. Oh my God. Not that it wouldn't manifest that way, but that's not what it literally is. An angel doesn't even look like that. It's just manifesting in a particular way because either A, that's what you expect, it's what you can understand. And when you're getting into like biblically canon angels, they look monstrous because there's no other way for an energy that like wild to manifest in 3 dimensions. It's gotta manifest monstrously because that's just an interpretation of the grandeur and awesome power of this particular energetic force. It is frightening. If something's going to be beautiful, it's going to be horrifically beautiful. It's too much for people to hold. So if this person was an atheist, they're not anymore. Okay, we're moving on finally to, I don't know, outcome, final advice. Here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Oh, and likely, let me think about this. It is possible, like let's just say I'm like literally correct about all of this. Let's say that you watching this now, you were like married to a person and this person violated the marital vows and everything else and left you for some heinous gold digger. And you were very hurt by this. And eventually they became very hurt. And also kind of realized what they did. It is possible for all of the energetic alignment to take place between the both of you, like in the energy. Like the only thing that's actually required is for healing to take place, which healing is just alignment. So the mourning and the forgiveness would have to be done on this end. And then and also accountability, because to enter into a dynamic like this, there's still like likely there were dynamics going on here. So that's the only thing that's actually required on both ends. So this other person right here would need to be accountable. would also need to like forgive themselves and like forgive the situation. What I'm trying to determine is if like somebody who had violated in that way would have to come back to, I feel like they wouldn't have to come back to this person. Like, because to me, the only way that would happen is if it was needed for like both individuals. That's the only way that would happen. If both of you work out the energies separately and on the energetic realms or whatever, you can both just go your separate ways in peace. So I don't think that there would be anything super compelling this person to come back. If they can work through the energy on their own, I just heard they can't. So if this person does manifest for you, what's going to go on here is, and this will be part of their karma because you are in no way obligated to accept anyone's. I would say that that's not like, for me, I would accept the apology and then say, like, if I wasn't, I would be like, I accept your apology, but also like, I'm not okay with you. Like no, like eventually I will come to total acceptance and forgiveness. But what I want to tell you to your face is I believe you are telling me the truth and I accept your apology. And then there's that, right? Because you're like, you wouldn't receive any energetic consequences for that because you're being honest. And also, like, just based on what we've seen of this person, like, you don't have to do another person's work for them. Like, if they can't let it go, you're under no obligation to assist them to let their own stuff go. They are the ones who did something here. So, like, you would not be obligated to do their emotional labor for them. That's another violation. So there's something with that. Like, that's very intricate and probably not at all relevant, but I'm just saying, like, nobody's compelled to, like, be with another person. Here they come now. At least energetically. Some of y'all might be seeing something in materiality. It's the devil returning to the high priestess who has moved on. Yeah, I really feel like y'all are like, yeah, y'all are at peace with this. But what I'm seeing is if this person did manifest somehow in your material environment, this is how you would feel about it. Because otherwise, like, you're at peace. Like, you're over it. Like, you're on to your own things. Like, you're on the spiritual practice. You're in alignment. I don't think y'all really need anything from this person, as far as I can see. So what's going on is, like, this person is still in your energy because of their own actions toward you. So I would say if that is accurate and you are still listening to this read, because it's been a doozy, and you don't want this person to manifest for you, I would say, like, just start part of your maybe daily practice. Just forgive this person. I forgive you, go in peace. I forgive you, go in peace. You know, it was a different time in our lives. I forgive you, go in peace. Be free. Be free, be free, be free. You don't want anybody tied to you like that. Because that's bad for the energy as well. Attachment. Go in peace. You owe me nothing. You owe me nothing. Go in peace. And just send that, like, to the energy. Because you don't have to do something as harsh as a cord cutting. I mean, you can if you want to. But I'm just saying, if you send someone, like, liberation energy, that allows them to go. Because it would be like guilt driving a person like that. And so if you're letting them know in the energy, it's okay. It's okay. I'm good. I'm happier. I'm better. My life is fine. You don't owe me anything. Just go. It's actually more of a burden if you come back. You might not want to say that, but that's what I'm seeing. It would actually be on y'all's end more of a burden if this person came back into your life. So if any sort of work is going to be done, that would be the work. And then if you have resistance to doing that, then you might want to watch some more past person reads. You might want to maybe explore that, like, in meditation, why you're feeling resistance to forgive this person, what you are still hanging on to. Because it's not that person, it's some energy, you know, it's the violation or whatever. And for you to be at peace, like we gotta give that stuff up. Give up the anger. Oh, how the turntables. This person, of course, wants to come into you because now they know who's the turntables. They know who the actual Empress is, and who you likely always were. At least that was who you were at the time. I don't like, because obviously, like, people mature into this energy. Maybe you were just a Queen of Pentacles at the time, or maybe you were a Queen of Wands and you had to like temper your own temper, something. But likely you were always embodying at least some of these characteristics, right? Maybe you always had loyalty, always had love, always had dignity, something like that. So we're going to go around one more time, and then we're going to close this out. Ah, yes, the energy is in alignment. The forgiveness. And it does, like, I don't feel, like, this feels like a pure thing to me. Like, this doesn't feel like this person is, like, necessarily trying to get you back. I don't know. Yeah, they just know. They know. They know what they did. And it seems more just being honest. Justice. It is justice that this happened, that it went the way that it went, especially for this person over here. Once whatever this energetic thing is completes, justice shall be done. And then whatever new thing is going to happen for each of you will happen. And that does not mean together at all. It is just, we're of an accord. Everyone's right under God's plan.